Welcome back to the Daily Nugget, daily property insights, one topic, 20 minutes or less. Myself, Lawrence Lotze, and joined by Raj Maharjan, a town planner. And Raj, with the release of the Plan Change 78 from the Auckland Unitary plan that just happened recently, one of the big things is there's obviously a density change and a development change, fundamentally in a simple sense for homeowners. And a lot of people might like it because now they can develop up their land and they can put a whole lot of terrace housing on there. But on the other side, there'll be people that might not be happy about this, that their neighbors could now develop 3 stories high and their views and everything else out there might be affected. What is people's rights or conditions or rules they can do at the moment if they don't actually like what the council has released in this new zoning change?
Well, thank you, Lawrence, for having me in your show again. Now is the time, Lawrence. If you have any concern or if you are someone who is supporting this, that is exactly why this plan change has been notified. The notification means it is out in the public, and this is the legal process to be involved. Let's say, for example, I am someone who is very density, pro density, and I support these changes. Yes, higher density next to railway and higher density in most part of Auckland makes sense. Then I might want to say that in writing and give that feedback or make a submission. That's what legally called. Make a submission to council. You can go into council website, or you can just type what you want and send them as an attachment. There are various ways you could do it, but now is the time to get involved. Now, that your next question of if say I am someone who is concerned that my next door neighbor is going to build a terrace apartment, or concerned that my special character home is going to be impacted, again, now is the time to write to council. Now, we get a lot of questions saying, oh, Raj, what is going to happen if I say this to council? Are they going to listen to it, and are they going to do something about it? The answer to both is yes, they are going to listen to you, meaning someone will read it. And yes, they will do something about it. They will make a summary and present it to the independent hearings panel, who will be hearing your submissions. Now, after that, the question might be, is it going to make any difference? Now, say, for example, if it is about a special character and you said, I am concerned and I want character protection, compared to, let's say, mixed housing urban, I don't want it, probably that special character change you request might be a bit more sort of conducive to bringing change rather than the zoning, because the medium density zoning essentially has come from the central government legislations, and Auckland Council is essentially adopting that. Another thing where you could still, or things could still change, is where, council has drawn the boundary of walkable catchment. So that lines could there's still scope for that to change. You might say it goes too far, or you might say it doesn't go too far.
No, that's good. I mean, that's a big thing out there at the moment, is for that people know, irrespective of where you sit, right? We're not mandating one way or the other. We're not pushing or saying, but just saying that if you do support or don't support, or whatever your opinion is, there is an opportunity for you to still go out, go to the council, reach out to them, and actually say your message of what you're trying to say out there, and that they will listen, acknowledge it, and come back. I'm guessing taken all into consideration, and then they'll see what the effect has. As Roger said, if it's you individually talking about special character, meaning you might feel that you've got a 100-year-old villa in an area and you don't want the density next to it because it'll affect the overall look from what's happening in that space, is a little bit different from a, hey, please don't do it, compared to, hey, let's stop this suburb from being able to go higher density. So it all depends as well of where you sit on the spectrum of yes and no, and also about the question that you're also asking them. Because if it's just one neighbor compared to one street, compared to one suburb, it's a lot bigger from a point of view of how council will look at it.
And Lawrence, let me add one thing here. We know this is a complex change, big change, and on top of plan change 78, there are other plan changes as well. And council has done a very unique and very helpful thing this time.
Yep.
They have introduced something called Friends of Submitters. Take advantage of that. These are independent people who are there to help you make a submission. Understand, say, you might have a very basic question like, what is a submission? How do I do it? Where do I send it? And what is the appropriate way to do it? For exact that purpose, to help the general public, there's that service. You can find it in council website. My suggestion, again, best advice is to take advantage of that. And now is the opportunity until end of September to have your say and make a submission on these changes.
Awesome. Thanks so much for that, Raj. And for always anyone that's listening or watching, if you want any more details about myself or Raj, it'll be in the description on the platform you're using at the moment. And as always, thanks for coming over to the Daily Nugget, Daily Property Insights, one topic, 20 minutes or less. And as always, hope to see you tomorrow.